What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through a full day of eating. I haven't done one of these in a very, very long time, and I was looking at the analytics of my page and thought, you know what, people like food content and kind of interested in what I'm eating and things like that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, but make sure you hit that thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the day. So as you fully well know, if you didn't know, I have had a hair transplant. So I can't train, I can't do any physical activity for at least 30 days. So I thought I'd document some of the journey in terms of what I'm just consuming on a daily basis when I'm not allowed to train. So we're going to go into meal one, which is breakfast. It is Wednesday, don't know the date, but it's in October. So this is kind of a midweek, and I'm just going to run you through kind of the meals that I have on a daily basis. So the kind of structure that I'm kind of going for is keeping the protein pretty high, carbs at a moderate, and trying to stay away from the sweet stuff, because I have a little bit of a sweet tooth at night, definitely, because obviously not expending much energy, so I get a bit of boredom like everybody else. But I'm just going to give you some tips and trying to basically stay in check with your own sort of mind when it comes to sort of food. Okay team, meal number one is going to be breakfast, as I said. So we're going to start the day with a bit of a simple ingredients. You've probably seen this on the channel before and definitely on my Instagram. So what we're going to go with is two of these protein chocolate like Weetabix. We're going to mix it with some lactose-free semi-skim milk, so I don't have too much of that. We're going to go one sort of medium banana. We're going to add the blueberries to the Weetabix, and then we're going to start the day off with a scoop of super greens as well. So I like to start the day off with just one serving of super greens. I'm really bad with like micronutrients, so it's like veg and fruits as well. So I like to just start the day off just knowing that I'm going to get, you know, my daily dose of greens, alongside with some water and some coffee. So that is going to be meal one. I'll put the calories in the screen right here so you can kind of see the numbers that I'm eating per day, and that is meal number one. So I'll see you all in the next meal. All right, gang, meal number two. We've just hit midday of the day, so we're going to go with something that is super easy to do. It doesn't take so much time in the kitchen, and it is just a quick, nice little recipe that I like to do recently. So it is a pasta dish, so we're going to go with one serving of this pasta. We've got some easy, already cooked prawns. So again, time efficient, but a great source of protein. So there's about 20 grams of protein in the pack for the prawns. We've got some lighter matured cheese. So again, taking the calories out obviously from the fat, but it's a good protein source as well. And then what we've got as like a dressing and a bit of a sauce is an onion and garlic sort of dip. So we're going to use that as like the rich creamy sauce for the pasta, but we're going to add a bit of water in there so it makes it sort of a little bit more liquidy. So yeah, I've just boiled the kettle, so we're going to start with the hob. Add the boiling water in there. So again, this dish literally takes around sort of 5 to 8 minutes to do by the time you finish. So again, a great one that you can kind of prep in advance as well, and also if you're kind of in a rush at home, you can just bang something on the hob, quick and easy, get a sufficient meal down into your body, and start the rest of your day into the evening. So we're going to go with one sort of, so I don't really go too crazy on the carbs, because obviously we've had a bit of carbs this morning. Again, I will put the calorie count on the top of this clip here so you can kind of keep track. So we're going to go with about one serving. Remember, I'm not weighing this, I'm just going eyeballing, but because I've done this many a time, so we're just going to roughly estimate it. And I'll just touch upon sort of calorie counting and macro counting. So I've done that for a long period of time before, you know, when I first started out, just to get knowledge and education of what is in certain foods, and obviously, you know, how many calories my body can actually take, but either if it's in a surplus or even a calorie deficit or even maintaining. So a lot of the time of the year, and sort of the last sort of, say, I would say probably about 3 to 4 years, I've maintained my sort of physique and shape. Obviously going up and down very marginally in terms of scale weight and obviously appearances, but it's 9 times out of 10 I kind of look the same, because I like to be functional, I like to be mobile, I like to feel fit, and I also like to look good as well. So that's kind of the personal goals that I have in motion at the moment. And obviously with not me being able to train for 30 days, I've got to keep it a little bit more in check, because I'm not expending that much energy as I would before within training. So let's just let this cook, and then we'll get into serving up the dish. Alright gang, so basically what we've done is we've just drained the pasta. So the pasta takes about between sort of 3 and 4 minutes to cook. The hack with this is basically just to leave a little bit of water in the from the pasta, so the pasta's not so dry. So we're going to add the whole packet of prawns, so that gives us that protein content of the meal. So we've got carbs and protein in there. Then we're going to add in a pinch of cheese, as I was saying. So we've gone the lighter choice with this. We're going to sprinkle that on. So with the pan, you don't want to be cooking anything at the moment, so the pan should be off on the hob. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit of a serving size here, and then we're just going to add that into it. And then the pan should be hot anyway from the pasta cooking. And then what we're going to do is just literally stir all that into the pan. Make sure it's all in there. And then what we're going to do from that position here, let's get a bit of cheese in there. We're just going to add a little bit of seasoning. So we're going to go through a bit of pepper and a bit of salt. Pepper, just a small amount, nothing too crazy. A little bit of salt. And then what we're going to add in is some just chili flakes, just to give it that extra little bit of kick. And then same again, we are just going to stir that in. So again, the pan is still not on the hob, because I don't want it to sort of dry out or burn. It's kind of like a lukewarm dish at the moment. And then what you can do just to kind of finish it off, just to get that cheese to melt a bit more, is just to add a little bit of heat at the bottom. You don't want to put it on full blast, just a slow sort of heat, just to kind of, like I said, make the cheese melt. And then that is your sort of lunch ready to serve. And there we have it, team. So one pasta dish, good amount of calories as well, so it's going to last us a few hours for sure. Slow digestion. It's going to keep us full for longer, like I said, with a great protein source, carbohydrate source as well. But yeah, that is your lunch of the day. Alright gang, it is coming towards the end of the afternoon, so it's just gone past 4 o'clock. So we're going to go through like a typical snack that I would kind of reach out to. This is one of the options that I would probably go for, mainly more than others. So what we've got is one of these protein puddings that is from Aldi. Super convenient. They're literally like £1, I think. This is the caramel flavour one, so we're going to get 20 grams of protein through there, and also hits that kind of sweet tooth. And another good option sort of to keep full and to keep cravings away, and just kind of like an option for a lower calorie choice, which is some blueberries. So I take sort of like half a pack of these within sort of, you know, eating the yogurt as well. So that is kind of the snack of choice. The other ones that I would kind of reach out to is maybe just like a protein shake, just mixed with water, but obviously that's more liquid formed rather than something more solid. So that is the snack of choice for today. Alright team, so we're coming into the evening. I haven't really eaten much today, so we're going to load it up on the sort of back end of the day. So what I thought, I needed some calories, I need some protein definitely to hit some targets to get the intake for the day up high. So we're going to go with a bit of a chili con carne mix slash potato slash veg. So that is the kind of vibe we're going for tonight. It keeps me full for long, it tastes decent, and it doesn't take that long to cook either. So what we're going to go with 200 grams of 5% lean beef mince. That is the first bit. We're going to go with these crispy golden potato slices. We're going to go half a pack of these. So the only problem with these sort of potatoes, that they're actually drenched in, well not drenched, but sort of coated in oil, so rapeseed oil. So that's where the fat content comes from there, but we're only going to go half. We're going to go about 60 grams of some red kidney beans and some chili sauce as a serving, and then we're going to go 200 grams of this chili con carne sauce here, which is pretty decent. So all these ingredients are from Aldi, and then we're going to take a bit of a serving from some vegetables, which are just easy. We just pop in the microwave for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to have that as a bit of a side dish. So basically, with all the calories, I'll put the separate calories here of this meal, what it's going to be, and then the total so far, which will be over here. So we're going at 1722 at total, and then the macro breakdown is 191 grams of carbs, we've got 47 grams of fat and 128 grams of protein. So as you can see, the protein content is a little bit lower at the moment, so I've got some catching up to. It is about 7 o'clock, well, just gone past 7 o'clock, so we're going to have one meal here now for the evening, and then later on into the day, shall I say, we're going to have something just a bit more sort of pre-bed, which is mainly a protein source meal to kind of finish the day off. So chili con carne coming up. So I like to sort of cook for simplicity, just mainly because you know, I find not cooking boring or anything like that. I just find things that I can stick to, and I can kind of keep a good sort of structure to my day and go in, you know, into sort of weeks and months of a overview that I can kind of stick to meals. And I always have like sort of set meals that I always have, as most people are probably going to watch this and think he's cooking the same things, which is really correct and true, but it's just kind of, you know, what I know and what works and things. So that is kind of why I kind of like cook the same meals. Also, I always cook in 1 cal spray. I very rarely cook in oils and things, only because, you know, when you're cooking in rapeseed oil or olive oil, you're going to punch a lot of calories in your day from just oil. So that's kind of a bit of a hack, and most people kind of forget that, and especially with fluids as well, like coffees, the milk and things like that. So if you're on a fat loss phase or anything like that, or you're looking to be in a deficit, those are the things that you kind of want to look at, because they make a massive difference in terms of body composition anyway. Alright guys, coming towards the end of this video, so we're going to finish the night off with 2 scoops of whey protein. So the protein is just from Myprotein, and then we're going to hit another one of these little yogurt pots. So it's going to give me around sort of 55 grams of protein just before going to bed. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But if you're interested in customized diet plans or training, then literally click the link in the bio. It'll take you to my website, and you can fill out the form, and I'll be in touch from there. But for now, I'll see you all in the next video.